And when everyone embraced Islam, the messenger would whisper the call, whispering it to himself and to the initial 5 who believed with him. Abu Dhar had no choice but to conceal his faith within his heart, slipping away from Mecca, returning to his people. But Abu Dhar, Jundub bin Junada, possessed a fiery and passionate nature. He was created to revolt against falsehood wherever it may be, and there he was, witnessing falsehood with his own eyes. Stacked stones, their worshippers predate them, heads and minds bowing before them, and people calling out to them, Labbaik, Labbaik. Here I am at your service. Here I am at your service. It is true that he saw the messenger favoring discretion in those days, but a proclamation must be made by this revered revolutionary before he departs. Immediately upon his conversion to Islam, he addressed the messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, with this question, O messenger of God, what do you command of me? The messenger replied, Return to your people until you receive my further directions. But Abu Dhar responded, By him in whose hand is my soul, I shall not return until I proclaim Islam publicly in the mosque. Didn't I tell you? Such was his rebellious and fervent nature. In the very moment Abu Dhar discovers a whole new universe embodied in the messenger he believed in, and in the call whose hopeful tidings he heard on the messenger's tongue, in this very moment, is he expected to return to his people in silence? This was beyond his endurance. Then he entered the Sacred Mosque and proclaimed at the top of his voice, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. This cry was the first public declaration of Islam that challenged the arrogance of Quraysh and resonated in their ears. It was proclaimed by a stranger who had no standing, lineage, or protection in Mecca, and he encountered what he knew he would face. The polytheists surrounded him and beat him until he fell unconscious. The news reached Al-Abbas, the Prophet's uncle, who rushed to his aid. He could only rescue him from their clutches through a clever ruse. He said to them, O people of Quraysh, you are merchants, and your trade route passes through Ghifar, and this man is from their people. If he incites his tribe against you, they will cut off your caravan's route. They then regained their senses and left him. But Abu Dhar, having tasted the sweetness of suffering for the sake of God, did not want to leave Mecca without gaining more of its delights. And so, not even on the second day, or perhaps on the same day, he encountered 2 women circumambulating the idols, Asaf and Nailah, and invoking them. He stood before them and denounced the idols with contemptuous disparagement. The 2 women screamed, and men rushed like locusts. They did not cease beating him until he lost consciousness again. When he regained consciousness, he cried out once more, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and that Muhammad is the messenger of Allah. The messenger of God, peace and blessings be upon him, understood the nature of his new disciple and his remarkable ability to confront falsehood. However, his time had not yet come. So, he reiterated his command for him to return to his people until he heard of the rise of the faith, whereupon he should return and contribute his part in the course of events. And Abu Dhar returned to his clan and people, recounting to them the prophet who had emerged, calling to the worship of God alone, and guiding to the noblest of morals. His people embraced Islam, one after another. He did not confine himself to the Ghifar tribe, but extended to the Aslam tribe, kindling its lamps with faith as well. Days continued their journey in the procession of time. and the messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, migrated to Medina, settling there with the Muslims. One day, the outskirts of Medina received long lines of pedestrians and riders, their feet raising dust. Had it not been for their resounding takbirs, "God is the greatest," the onlooker would have mistaken them for an invading army from the forces of polytheism. The vast procession approached, entered Medina, and headed towards the Prophet's mosque, peace and blessings be upon him, and his residence. The procession was none other than the tribes of Ghifar and Aslam, brought by Abu Dhar, all of them Muslims, men and women, elders and youths and children. It was the Prophet's right, peace and blessings be upon him, to be even more astonished and amazed. In the distant past, he was greatly astonished when he saw before him a single man from Ghifar declaring his Islam and faith, and said, expressing his wonder, "Indeed, God guides whom he wills." But today, the entire tribe of Ghifar comes to him as Muslims, having spent several years in Islam since God guided them through Abu Dhar. And with them comes the tribe of Aslam. The giants of darkness and allies of Satan had become giants of good and allies of truth. Is it not truly God who guides whom he wills? The messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, cast upon their kind faces glances overflowing with joy, affection, and love. He looked at the tribe of Ghifar and said, "Ghifar, may God forgive her." Then, to the tribe of Aslam, he said, "And Aslam, may God keep her safe." And Abu Dhar, this wonderful preacher, strong-willed and noble, would the messenger, peace and blessings be upon him, not single him out for a greeting? Indeed, and his reward will be abundant, and his greeting blessed. His chest and his history will bear the highest and most glorious badges of honor. Centuries and generations will pass, and people will repeat the Prophet's opinion of Abu Dhar, peace and blessings be upon him. The dusty earth has not carried, nor has the sky shaded, one more truthful of speech than Abu Dhar. Before you close this video, I want to ask you one question. Do you think these stories deserve to reach someone who's feeling lost right now? If your answer is yes, then do this immediately. 1. Tap like. It takes 1 second. 2. Write yes in the comments. Why? YouTube's algorithm cares about your comment more than your view. Your yes could literally place this video in front of a heart that needs it. I'll read every single comment. Don't just watch. Be the reason someone finds light today.